appreciate it. Please make sure to like, subscribe, comment, tell all your friends. We're gonna make this a more routine thing, story time. So here we go. Today I will be talking about my first time last year going on a cruise ship. Now this was absolutely amazing. I think that it is the best experience I've ever had in my life. So my sister for Christmas bought us all a cruise for 5 days to the Bahamas. It was so unexpected, but it was amazing. Now, what was the problem? The problem was I did not have a passport. I thought that you needed a passport to get into the Bahamas. So I applied for a passport later on, but I put the wrong dates for my parents. When you do your passport, you gotta give your birth certificate, and you have to give all your family's information. First, I didn't have the exact locations of where my parents were born, so that completely threw it off. They had to go and they had to look it up, so it actually ruined the expedited process. On top of that, when I originally gave them my birth certificate, I gave them the short form index version of it. They needed the full form, guys. They needed the full form, and it completely threw it off. What I had to do next was I had to go get another birth certificate because I didn't have my long form. I'm born in Massachusetts. I live in Florida. I had to call Massachusetts, get the website, fill it out, pay another $60 to get the birth certificate to then send it to them. Long story short, it took me almost 6-7 months to get my passport. Luckily, I did this before I found out about the Bahamas. So, I ended up getting my passport 1 month before the trip. But luckily I did not need it when I got there. It just makes the process that much more easy. So it was a very, very great time. They were just starting to lift all the restrictions. So me and my family, we end up going. We back up. I just moved into my apartment at that time, so I was leaving my cat. I was nervous, but it was a good time though. When we arrived on the ship, we didn't know where to go. We didn't know what was going on because this was the, I believe, second biggest Royal Caribbean ship they have, the Independence. So we get onto the ship. From there, we are in the lobby because they're telling us that we can't get into our rooms for at least another hour because they're getting everything ready. So what we did was we got the unlimited food package. What that got you was anything you wanted on the ship, you got for free. 5-star meals for free. We also got the drink package, so we got drinks for free. Now, while we waited for the hour to go up, we found one of the 5-star restaurants, and we got a seat right by the window to see the ocean. It was beautiful, guys. It was amazing. So I ended up getting a drink right away, and I got 2 appetizers of shrimp, giant shrimp. They were huge. So I ended up getting 2 of those because you can get as much as you wanted. So after that, when we got to our rooms, me, my mom, my sister, and my little brother, when we got to our room, we unpacked, we put our bathing suits on, and we headed to the main deck, the upper deck, because when you take off, there's a takeoff party. Everyone goes to the top unless you pay for a phone package, which I didn't pay for. I did not need, but unless you pay for a phone package, you are completely blocked off from civilization. It is you, and it is the ocean, and just relaxing. So, day one, we got in our bathing suits. We went to the pool. I didn't really like the regular pools because they're actually a lot smaller than you would think on a cruise ship. So I spent a lot of my time in the jacuzzi. The jacuzzi was just fantastic. On top of that, I loved the upper patio because you got to see the whole ocean at a scenic route, and with a drink, it is just completely relaxing. You don't have any idea how amazing it was. So, day one, we were going to the Bahamas because we stop at two places. The first spot that we stop at is their resort. Their resort is strictly owned by Royal Caribbean, and the second spot that we go to would be the next day was the Bahamas themselves. We went to Nassau. So day one we're relaxing. Day two we get to their island. I want to say Cocoa Beach, something like that. Something Island. It was amazing though. It's by Royal Caribbean, so look up the Royal Caribbean one. So from there are two sides. You can do the adventure side, which is water slides and a lot of other attractions like a water park, or you can do the relaxing side. The relaxing side is free. We did the relaxing side because you got to be on the beach in the Bahamas. When I tell you I was swimming with stingrays that were this big, guys, they were right below me. Right below me. I couldn't believe it. The fish were this big and they were just swimming with you. You had to watch where you stepped in the water because everything was so close. The stingrays were right at the front too, and this isn't a blocked out beach. It's a big beach area, and then there's a column to get into the ocean. There's nothing blocking it, so any animal life can go there if they really wanted to. That was one thing that scared me because I didn't want to run into a shark. But I got lucky. I didn't see no sharks. But I went really far deep down into the water, and I swam with manatees, and it was just absolutely amazing. From there we went and we got some food. The food came with the package. Normal hot dogs, hamburgers, drinks, the normal kind of stuff that you would do at a beach. So you're there for 5 to 6 hours. After we did the water, I did the jet skis with my sister. That was one of the coolest things I think I've ever experienced in my life. The jet skis alone, they bring you out deep into the aqua blue Bahama water, and it's an intense situation. So they put us in rows, and every row is about 200 feet back because they don't want anyone hitting one another, and you're supposed to follow the instructor. So as you follow the instructor, you can run into anything. So as the instructor is waiting for us, we're deep into the water. As the instructor is waiting for us, him and the first person, number one, that drove up on him, they ran into a shark, guys. A shark. A real life shark. I was number 7. So I was far away. If I saw this shark, I don't know what I would have done with myself. That would have been a scary moment. But at that point, 45 minutes you're out there, and I didn't realize how beat up your body is after riding a jet ski. I couldn't believe it. I was so sore. My arms were sore. My back was sore. Everything. So we ended up, after that, we went back into the beach area, and we were there for about another hour and a half, and went back after that. It was about time to leave. So we got back to the ship, and I just relaxed for the rest of the day. It was just a relaxing day after that. I ended up, I think, drinking, because every night I was drinking because it was an unlimited package. So that night I ended up having 8 whiskeys. I was so intensely focused in. They were so good that I didn't even realize it. The next day I was feeling it. So I relaxed the rest of the next day. After that, we went to Nassau. From there, just me and my sister got off. She wanted to do her own thing, and I wanted to do mine. We wanted to do 2 separate things. I did a underwater expedition. She ended up going to the Atlantic City casino or whatever. But we didn't have phones. My mom and my little brother stayed on the ship, so we didn't have phones because I told you there was no service. So I did something that was very dangerous. I went to one of the Bahamians, one of the actual people that live there, and I had him show me around. An older gentleman. He was very nice. He was a very nice man, but it was very sketchy because the Bahamas can be a dangerous place. It's one of those countries that does live on poverty. If you're not in the tourist area, a lot of these people don't even have showers in their homes. They have an actual spot that they gotta go as a community and shower, almost like if you go to a pool and that pool has the water thing that you rinse off. That's what they bathe in. It is that severe of a country. So I went and I found this old man, and he showed me around, and he showed me where to get the white Hennessy, because white Hennessy isn't sold in America, only sold in the Bahamas and on cruise lines. So he showed me that, and then I went and I did the tour. The tour wasn't that special. You got to go underwater, but the way that the submarine was, you couldn't see a lot. It was all dirty, so that was something that I wouldn't recommend. I paid almost $80 for it, and it was a subpar experience, and if I'm gonna be honest, a waste of my time when there are so many other things I could have been doing in the Bahamas. So from there, I buy some touristy stuff, and I come back to the ship because it's about time to go. So from there, it's another day out to get back to Cape Canaveral, Florida, so I could get back home to Orlando, Florida, about 45 minutes away from the cruise line. So I get back to the ship. We spend the next day and a half eating, trying every kind of food, veal, steak, any kind of alcohol they had available. We're talking the best of the best. On the last night before we left, we were at the 5-star resort, hotel, restaurant. The people right next to me, they had to be in their mid to late 30s. I got to see a proposal right in front of me, guys. They were right next to me. And this guy, for all intents and purposes, got down on his knees, proposed to this girl. She didn't know what to do. It was so amazing seeing it and being part of that. That was one of the first of 2 proposals proposals I got to see live last year in 2022. I can tell another story of the other one at a later time for another story time. So to see that was just awesome. So we ended the night. By the morning, we docked at about, I want to say 8 a.m. Got back out. And when I tell you that when we left, I was so relaxed. It took me 3 weeks to come down from that high. I cannot wait to go on my next cruise. Guys, I recommend it 100%. Royal Caribbean, Independence of the Sea. You have to do it. You have to. Anyways, that was my story time for today. I hope you enjoyed spending a little bit of your time with me. Please do like, subscribe, comment, tell all your friends. Let me know what your experiences were, if you've done a cruise line or not. I'm excited to do this, and I'm excited to be here with all of you. So until next time,